guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Crochet, and today I'm here with a video that I'm very excited to do. I've never done this before, but I watch these a lot on YouTube, and that is summer crochet ideas. I have a ton that I have pinned on Pinterest that I'm just like, I need to make this now for summer, and I'm very excited. A lot of like lacy tops. Even though I'm struggling a bit with tops because I've only made 2 sweaters and I'm in the middle of my 3rd one, and that's why I have vlogs not going up this week because I am not the best at making the right size. I do a test wash before I start, and the current one I might have to frog entirely and start over so that it's a better size for me. But that's a whole other issue for a different video. But I am also in my library. If you don't know, I have a YouTube channel for books already that I've had for like a decade at this point. So my filming setup is in here, and I feel like I just like the lighting and situation better in here than out where my yarn is in my loft in my house, and the echoing in my loft is not the best for video sound quality. So we're here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull up these patterns. I will have photos next to me, and I will link everything down below. The annoying thing about Pinterest though, when you go and look for like ideas, is that it'll include people selling things and like Amazon and other shops, and I was like, I want the patterns please. So let me find Pinterest. I also have, I'll start off with these 2 because I don't want to forget them. Well, I guess it's 1 because the other one is way too warm to wear in summer, but I'm obsessed with it and it could be in fun summer colors, so I'll go ahead and talk about both. So Miss Moon in Heaven, I love her YouTube channel, and I am mostly on like crochet YouTube. I don't watch a lot of like TikTok or Instagram people, so I know they're probably on all platforms, but she has 2 patterns that I'm obsessed with. First is her tank top that she just recently posted the pattern for. I love how it's like a little bit like flowy here and it's open in the back, and I think the color that she made it in is stunning. So I really want to make this, and it doesn't look too difficult for me to make because like I said, I've only made 2 sweaters so far. I've been crocheting for a very long time. I usually make like blankets, and I also have made like scarves, and I was a knitter long before I was a crocheter, so I've made a lot of things. I have knit like socks, mittens, stuff like that, but I've knit a sweater for a bear, but I've never done anything like full blown. So her tank top looks not scary as a beginning clothes crocheter, but she also has a sweater. It's a cardigan, and I just love the different like patchwork design of it, so I'm gonna include that here because this could be a fun project to work on during the summer to wear in the colder months. So both of those designs by her I'm obsessed with, and I definitely want to make them soon, so there is that. But most of these projects are going to be clothes, so I'm just most excited to wear clothes. There's a couple that are non-clothes, but the first one I have is stunning. It reminds me of like a beach bag, like a boho beach bag. It's the boho tank crochet pattern, and like I said, I will link everything down below so you can check it out as well. And this, I just, first of all, I love the fringe. I have no idea like what kind of yarn this uses, but the granny square into clothing trend, I guess, pattern looks so non-intimidating to me because I've made granny squares for years, and so I feel like this one looks so cute. It's a granny square on its side, and then I think that they're just like single crocheted together, and it looks so cute. You don't have to like do any like half granny squares. It looks like it just looks like it's 1 2 3 6 7 8 granny squares together to make a top, and then you add the fringe, which I think is so cute. So this on the beach, stunning. I'm obsessed with the idea of this, so I would definitely want to make this. Then we also have a boho crop top. And I don't wear a ton of crop tops, so I'd probably wear these with like high-waisted jeans or make them like a little longer, but I am obsessed with the little kind of like scalloping edge to this. And again, this does not look too hard. It looks fairly straightforward. It looks like it's the same kind of stitch all the way around, and then the bottom is just like a different kind of design, and that looks so cute. Again, wearing this like to the beach or something or out. It is in the 80s today, so I'm like, give me all the tank top ideas because I cannot with this hot weather. Okay, then we are going into some more very similar styles, but it's what's calling to me. So this one is a castaway tunic, and I'm obsessed as well. Again, I would probably make it a little bit longer or just wear it with high-waisted jeans, and this, I just love how it looks like a cardigan, but it's actually a sweater, so I think like they make it the V, connect it in the front. The sleeves, stunning. This does look like it is crocheted vertically instead of horizontally, and I've only ever made clothes. Well, I've made a granny square cardigan, and then the cardigan I'm making now, I've made a granny square cardigan and a hexagon cardigan. The one I'm making now is horizontally, so this one looks super fun to put together, and I love the sleeves. Like, it's a short sleeve with that kind of like open sleeve, and like the scallop again on the edge is so cute, and it looks like people have made this in all different colors, and I'm obsessed. So it looks fairly simple to make. It looks like you just like connect them in the middle, and I love that. So I would love to make that as well. The next one is, I don't know what this is called, but I'm going to put a photo of it because it's under something on Pinterest called 10 crochet summer tie front tops. So I will link this specific one down below, but this is so cute. So this has like flower designs in it, and anything with a flower design, I'm gonna have a lot of those in here. I'm a sucker for, and I love that it connects in the front with the tie. And again, the sleeve has a different pattern than the overall sweater, which is something that I'm obsessed with. So this one is so cute. This does look a little bit more intimidating structure wise because I'm like, I really would have to pay attention to how this goes together because of all the different like angles to it. But I think this is so cute and would look really cute also on top of like a tank top or something. So I do love that one. And then this one I cannot stop thinking about. I almost made this one over the other one I'm making right now, but this is a Sunburst top. It's the Elio Sunburst top, and it's just like sun, kind of like flowers, but like not. They look like suns, but it's a granny square kind of pattern. And then it's like all mesh around it, and you just make it for the entire thing. And I love when they kind of have not like full on bell sleeves, but like kind of just like the idea of one. So it's not like you're like flailing around a ton of like fabric slash yarn slash stuff on your wrist, but it still like flares out just a little bit, and it's so pretty. Again, I would probably make this a little bit longer, but I'm obsessed. Oh my gosh, and someone made it in white and it's pretty. I think I love the yellow though. Oh my gosh, these are stunning. So it shows all these people who've made it, and I love it so much. And then kind of in that same vein, we have a crochet flower top tutorial, which is definitely, I would either lengthen it or just use it as a beach cover up, and this one is just a bunch of flowers together. And I love the idea of that because you just make a ton of flowers and then you just stitch them together, and it literally looks like you don't even have to do different kinds of flowers. It's literally all the same flower, and the way you position them is into the top. And I love the purple too, so this looks super cute as a beach cover up that I would love to wear. I honestly would love to wear that, or just as a tank top. I would definitely wear it as a tank top too. Then we have this, looks super easy. I think it looks like just all double crochets, and it's just this, there's no name attached to it, but it's just this kind of like vest that ties in the front. And I am all for something simple and repetitive, and this looks so nice to do. And it looks like it's like a lot of work, but honestly, double crochets are very easy to do, and it kind of like is a looser kind of texture. So I love that, and I love the bigger armholes too, because I feel like I'm always worried that my armholes won't be big enough. So this looks really adorable, like with high-waisted shorts would be adorable, and maybe a bathing suit underneath, again, like for a beach cover up. Then this, I love this. So this is a 2-panel crochet tank top. It's free, and it looks kind of like scallops, and I'm obsessed with that. I would love to learn kind of new different stitches to do, and this one, the flow of the bottom, I'm obsessed with. So I could see this looking really cute in a bunch of different colors, but I for sure want to make this summer. On my list, absolutely. And then this is so pretty. So this like looks kind of like fancier, so you could definitely wear this out, and it not like a beachy cover up. You could wear it to the beach, but like this looks like something I could wear like out to like lunch with friends or something. So this one is the, oh, it doesn't say, but it's just part of a list of 14 trendy crochet tops, so I'll leave the link actually to this one down below. But this one, I love like the little flowy sleeve that's just like little, so you get like a little bit there, and then the ruffly at the bottom is adorable. I am so obsessed with this in the green specifically. I am adding this to my list to make this summer as well, and I cannot wait because this looks stunning. I'm obsessed with this one. Then the next one, I actually love wearing cardigans like this on over dresses, because then I can like carry it around in the summer, and if it's cold inside, then I can put this on. And this one looks fairly easy to make because I've made a chevron blanket before, so this looks like it's just like kind of a chevron pattern, and then like a normal round pattern around the sleeves, and I love the tie in the front. So I'm a sucker for any kind of like cute edge around a sweater, so this one having the chevron design on the bottom, stunning, and it looks fairly straightforward of like single crochets and double crochets and then skipping stitches. So that looks super cute. All these are cute. I don't even know how I'm gonna have time to make these this summer, but it's fine. Oh my gosh, and then anytime you have like a granny square pattern inside of clothes, I'm obsessed, because I did that with my hexagon cardigan. I added granny squares to the back. This looks stunning. This is a tank top, like a halter kind of tank top with granny squares down the front, and I love the colors of this, and I love the design that they put on the bottom. It looks pretty easy to do, but like the fact that it's just like the white just interspersed through the blue, obsessed. Like, this is so, so pretty. I would definitely wear this. I love the look of this so, so much. So I would wear that. Then we have this kind of mesh, kind of, again, kind of chevron, but like kind of wavier chevron. I love when it's a, like, you skip a stitch. So it's like you double crochet, you chain, skip that stitch, double crochet, chain. Like, that's what my current cardigan I'm working on does to make the design, but just doing that all the way across gives it like this mesh kind of quality, and I love the colors. It's so fun to do different colors in between those. And then again, the sleeves are kind of like flared sleeves, which I'm obsessed with. Like, this would be so cute to wear like at the night at the beach kind of thing, or just like going out at night where it's like a little bit cooler but still summery vibes. I want to make that for sure too. Okay, so then these are like my favorite style of sweaters I'm obsessed with. I almost made this one for too as well as my first one, but then I went with something else. But this is the cornflower sweater, where it literally is just a bunch of granny squares together, but that granny square pattern is gorgeous. I love how it's got like a lot of like the mesh kind of quality behind it, but the flower itself is so pretty, and I just love this in every single color people have done. Oh, someone did different color flowers in the middle with like off-white around them to connect them. Stunning. Oh my god, these are gorgeous. People have done blue, purple, and you can even extend it probably if you want to make it longer, which I would probably do. And then we have this one. So super obsessed with this one. This is a crochet flower top, and it's just a bunch of different flower designs, and like these look very intimidating looking at it, but I'm making something else right now, and it's so easy to make following the pattern because it's just a bunch of like skipping over or chaining and skipping stitches to make these designs. So honestly, it's not too hard to follow the pattern for, so I'm less intimidated by these. But again, we have the little bit of the open sleeve that I love. I just love a mesh floral top, and that's so cute. So then the next one, again, kind of a mix of that like really, really pretty granny square, but it's also a cute little cardigan to put over like a tank top or a dress, like a summer dress with this would be so, so pretty. I love this. It's a Daisy Jones top. It's so pretty. I love that, and I love the little sleeve, and I love the like angle where it goes straight down, and then it's a V-neck cut to this, and just the flower design is adorable. I've never made a granny square like that intricate before, but it shouldn't be too hard, but I love, love, love that. And then this one is just because the design looks very summery, and it's not going to fit in summer, but it's a heart granny square cardigan, which honestly wouldn't even be too bad to make. But I will say granny square cardigans are really hard for me because the granny squares take forever to make, and you're not even close to being done. You have to make all the granny squares, and then you have to actually like assemble everything, and it looks like they did double crochets for the sleeves. So this is kind of like a really, really thick sweater, but I can imagine like cozying in on like a cold, rainy summer day, and that would be cute. I just love a granny square cardigan. We have another super, super cute mesh top. This is a crochet cardigan. It just says tie front, and I love the little scallops around the top and the bottom of this one. Just that added detail is stunning, and I love how it's kind of like see-through a little bit, so you have a row of what it looks like, I think double crochet, and then a row of like double crochet, chain one, skip a stitch, double crochet. I love that so much. This is probably really easy to do, it looks like, so I would for sure make that as well. So this one has a bunch of like kind of like daisy looking. This is adorable. Again, it's just putting together a bunch of the same kind of, it's not a granny square, but just like a bunch of your flowers together into the shape that you want, and then just stitching them together and adding little straps, and it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love that. Then we have the one I'm actually making right now. So I am making this dragonfly sweater, and I do need to size up my hook. I think my tension's too tight, and I did a test swatch and it measured the same, but it's tiny, and so I want to restart and do a size hook up so that it's a little bit flowier like this one is. But it's so easy. It is so easy to make as someone who doesn't make a lot of clothes, except for the fact that I'm making it the wrong size. But this screams like summer Gilmore Girls to me, and I'm obsessed. And people made it in all different colors, and I'm making it in like a pink gradient, and I love it. So I can't wait to finish this. Then this one might be a little too warm, but it's got the kind of cropped, and it's granny squares again. So we have a lot of like lightness in the texture because there's a lot of spaces in the stitching, but I'm obsessed with these sleeves. I love any kind of bell sleeve or like larger sleeve that comes together in a cuff, and I've made a couple cuffs now and they are not too hard, but I love this sweater. And I like how it kind of like staggers the granny squares, so there's two and then there's like, it changes where they are, so love that. That is the willow jumper. And I do have one more granny square style, but this is a cardigan that ties in the front. And I feel like, again, you can kind of throw this on over like a summer dress, but I'm obsessed. I love how this looks. I love the tie, and it's just gorgeous. So, so pretty. I would for sure make that. And the cute colors you can come up with for this are so good. Okay, but those are all the sweaters. So something that I've been seeing a lot, especially on my Facebook for some reason, because I'll click on one thing and I'll get like a million of them, are these bouquet blankets, where you obviously, like, you're not using a ton of blankets in the summer, but when you roll them up, they look like a bouquet of flowers. So like you have flowers that you put all around the edges so that they look like a bouquet. And I'm obsessed with that idea. Terrified of how long that would take, but that would be such a cool project. You can make that on like a smaller scale with coasters. So I do have the coasters on my list as well, where it's a coaster and they have flowers around it, and then I think you can stack them and they look super cute together, or I think you can like put them like kind of as a bouquet too. And I love how these look. Oh, just so cute. You put your little mug on it and all you can see is the flowers around it, and so aesthetic. Adorable. I'm obsessed. And then I would also really love to make a granny square bag. I feel like this would be so easy to make, but I feel like I would get really tired of making granny squares with all these projects. But a granny square bag I would for sure want to make because it's cute, and you can also like take that to the beach as well. Then I do have this granny square blanket that I'm obsessed with that is adorable, and I feel like it could be so cute using different colors. I've never made one like this before either. That's a granny square blanket that I would totally make, and I love the texture of the design on the edge too. So it looks like a lighter blanket too. And then I would love to make a strawberry book sleeve. A book sleeve is definitely on my list of things to make, and oh, this actually is selling. See, like this links it to someone's actual Etsy shop where I think they're selling the book sleeve, but the pattern looks fairly easy to make, so I would love to make a strawberry book sleeve. And then the last one, I think I actually bought this pattern, but it's a strawberry pillow. It is so cute. Strawberry screams summer to me, and just having this kind of like jumbo strawberry just to chill on your bed or on your couch is so cute, so I would love to make that as well. So those are all some different projects that I have my eye on that I would love to make. Some look a little bit easier than others, and some I would definitely be challenging my skills, but that is it. Everything's gonna be linked down below. Let me know what you are for sure making this summer and what kind of clothing items you're excited to get to. I would love to hear, and that is all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.